Hey everybody, welcome back finally for another memory keeping plan with me. This is for the week of April 22nd through the 28th, and I am using yet another Cinderella paper kit. I believe this is called Rainy Days, and it is kind of like an art museum, fall, rainy day type of kit. And I really love the colors of this. I know a lot of people would use this in the fall, but I felt like this was very April colors to me. I did not go to a museum this week, so I didn't use a lot of the museum boxes, but I thought it still fit for this week. I'm also going to bring in a couple of things from Oh Hey Cat Buns and the Prairie Planner, so you'll see those in the sidebar and on top of the full boxes, but I have some gold foil overlays from the Prairie Planner that are cat related because at the beginning of this week, if you watched the last plan with me, we ended the week in Colorado, and on Monday we had Clover's vet appointment in Colorado, our penultimate visit to the Colorado State University Animal Teaching Hospital, or sorry, Veterinary Teaching Hospital. CSUVTH. Anyway, I have been joking with my husband that because it's graduation season and Clover finished her treatment there, that she's gonna like graduate from CSU, and I gotta get her some college merch so she can graduate college at the ripe old age of 1 year old. So that's where we started the week, and then the rest of the week was very quiet. Every time we have to go to Colorado, like it exhausts me, especially because the Denver airport. I saw people talking on Reddit about how they love the Denver airport, and I'm like, anytime I'm at that airport, it stresses me out really bad, and I have flown in and out of LAX a lot, so that is saying something. But anyway, yeah, the rest of this week was just like work and being exhausted and catching up on stuff at home. So, like I mentioned, I didn't really use a lot of the museum themed stuff from this kit or the art themed stuff from this kit since we didn't go to a museum this week, and I wanted to hold on to this for like a week when we did go to a museum, but honestly, I don't know when that's going to happen. So I just thought I would use it. I like that in April I used two kits with like rainbow themed bottom washi. So the kit that I used for Clover's birthday 2 weeks before this also had rainbow bottom washi. I mean, it's drawn by the same artist, so it's by Kidnish Jess, and I feel like she really likes rainbow patterns, so that's cute. So yeah, it did rain on Friday of this week, so it kind of fit this kit. And I did color block this week again. Whenever the colors are like very distinct from each other, I think I'm gonna make sure to try and color block. And then if the colors kind of like, there's only like really two colors in the kit, they're just different shades, then I think I'll do the mixed up pattern, whatever you call that. I think color blocking is just working a lot better for me lately, so I'm gonna stick with that as much as possible, especially when you have like this bright orange color next to a more muted kind of beige color. I think it's going to work a little bit better. So yeah, really not a lot to talk about this week. I'm not that far behind on memory keeping plan with me's, and now that I'm on summer break, I'm gonna probably catch up. Although I say that all the time, I'm on break and then something happens, or I just kind of lose interest in planning for a little bit, or at least filming videos. So I was quite nervous about my last voiceover, the April 15th week, the Taylor Swift week. I don't know why. I was kind of psyching myself out about it, and at the end of the day, I had to remind myself, I'm like, I don't do this as a job. I have no intention of doing this as a job. I don't attach my name to it other than, my first name. Hi, I'm Jessica. So I kind of had to remind myself of that. It's like, first of all, if anyone like is really mad at me about my opinion of Taylor Swift, like that is such a trivial thing, and it does not matter. And secondly, this is not my livelihood. Like, this is a hobby, and it's probably always going to be a hobby for me. It's been a hobby for me for almost 10 years at this point. And I mostly just make videos and connect with the planner community online to connect with people. Really, like I've made real life friends through this hobby, which is amazing. And so that's why I do it. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm not trying to like make this my full-time job. I went to school for a while to get my current full-time job, and I am focusing on that because honestly, I don't think self-employment's for me anyway. I need structure from enforced by somebody else. So that's why I teach college. So yeah, I had to remind myself while recording that. I'm just like, first of all, if anyone really cares that much that they're going to like come at me for my opinions of Taylor Swift and the planner community, like really, that is their problem, not mine. And secondly, this is not something I'm relying on for my life. Like, obviously, I should be held accountable if I say something really horrible about like groups of people or like certain world events. Like, yes, hold me accountable for that. But when it comes to like Taylor Swift and me being frustrated with drama in the planner community, like, why am I afraid? I should not be afraid. So we're going to get back into the routine of things now that I'm on summer break and I've gotten some things out of the way. So my sidebar is complete at this point. The habit tracker is for Clover's medication. Clover is my kitten, if you're new here, and we just finished a long, grueling process of giving her so much medication. You'll hear a little bit more about that in the day-to-day here. And then I always do a dinners sidebar. And then I marked with that Oh Hey Cat Buns full box or like half box calico cat. I marked that this was Passover week. That Passover sticker, the script is from Planet Hannah, because I believe this was the full week of Passover. And on that note, I do want to say, like, I'm not Jewish. I do mark a lot of different holidays because, first of all, I have the script stickers, but also I teach college, like I mentioned. So I teach all types of people from all different walks of life. And I feel like, especially in California, we have all different religions, cultures, all these different cultural celebrations. So I try to keep track of those things so that I am aware when like students might have other things going on in their lives that I am not personally celebrating, but I should be aware of them. So, and it is possible to critique certain countries and still like celebrate and honor certain faiths and people, individual people, right? I think some people are losing track of that. So yeah, marked Passover this week because you can support an individual people without necessarily supporting a state that is doing some really terrible stuff. That's my opinion. Monday, let's get into the day by day. First thing I'm going to mark is Earth Day. So I have another script from Planet Hannah for that, and I'm going to use a leftover recycling icon I had from a Cinderella paper kit. I have a ton of these because I really don't mark Trash Day. Although I guess I could now because we live technically in a house and we have to put out the toters. Oh, hi, squirrel. There's a squirrel running across the fence right in front of my window. I'm actually the dog from Up right now. Squirrel. So yeah, I have a ton of trash icons from leftover from kits in my leftover sticker collection, and I never use them. So I thought using the recycling icon would be relevant for Earth Day. Then I marked that I was really groggy this morning. So the day before we had flown into Denver and we had that flight at 5 in the morning. So I was just leftover tired this day for sure. So I have a Molly like cat mom sticker, I think, from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then at noon, we checked out of our hotel, which shout out to the Courtyard by Marriott in Fort Collins, Colorado. They have been amazing to us, and we really enjoyed our stays there. So I appreciate their staff over there. They've been great. So I have a log cabin Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then we went to CSU and had Clover's appointment. Mostly what they do during these appointments is take blood and kind of do a full physical examination to make sure there's no fluid buildup or anything. Often they'll do an ultrasound too to check for any fluid buildup because that is a big issue with the disease that she's got. So I have a blood work Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. if I didn't mention that already. And then we got kava takeout because it's one of the few things in Fort Collins that we've actually enjoyed eating. Sorry, Fort Collins. So I have a leftover meal icon. I think that was from a Cinderella paper kit from a long time ago. And then we went to, I love the coffee in Fort Collins, I will say that. We went to the Human Bean. I am going to miss that now that we are not going to be traveling back and forth between Colorado anymore. They people there are great too. So I have a coffee cup from Wonton in a Million. And then we just had to hang out in the car for a little bit. So I marked that with a RV Molly because I don't go on RV trips. We don't have an RV. Nobody that we know has an RV. My dad had one of those Sprinter vans for a bit, but he sold it like last year. So that's no more. I never got to partake in any of that while he did have it. So yeah, I just thought I'd use the RV to mark hanging out in the car with Nathan and Clover. Then we returned to the car at Hertz, which again, shout out to Hertz. They've been great. So I have a Plan With Me stickers car, and then we flew home. So I have a passport icon with a paw on it that is also from Plan With Me stickers. And for once in my experience with Denver Airport, the TSA didn't suck. I respect TSA agents. I totally do. I don't mind. I know some people are weird about like my privacy is being violated or my rights are being violated. I don't mind going through security screenings. It's fine. What I do mind is when certain agents yell at me for doing things a certain way just because their airport has specific differences from other airports. That is frustrating, and I don't appreciate when they yell at me, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, they will be quite mean sometimes. I fly a lot. I really do, and I've flown through a lot of different airports, and I'm often by myself when I'm doing that, and so I don't appreciate it when it's always guys. The women are usually very nice, who treat me like I'm an idiot. So that didn't happen this day, which is nice. And then I slept in the office with Clover this evening, which flash forward to now, we actually, all four of us, the cats and my husband and I, all get to sleep in the same room now. We figured it out a few days ago as of this point, and it is so nice to not have to like separate my cats at night anymore. So that cat icon is from Planet Hannah. Tuesday, the first thing I marked is that it is 5 months until we go see Casey Musgraves, so I have a Molly on her guitar from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then as of the day before, the vet was saying we should start weaning our cat off of 2 of her supportive medications. So she was on her main antiviral. That stayed the same this week, but she was also on an anticonvulsant because she was having neurological problems, and a steroid because that was gonna like boost her immune response, I think, or maybe work as an anti-inflammatory, one of those things. So this day we started her new medication schedule. We cut back one of the doses of the anticonvulsant, and we split in half her original dose of the steroid. So that was the new schedule for the next 2 weeks. Then I had work to do, so I was lesson planning and getting things set up for my students this week. That is also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I chased Clover around because she had the zoomies. So I have this Dust Bunny Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I was just grumpy this day. I was probably just tired and exhausted from the whole like whirlwind Colorado trip. I am glad to be done with it because like it's just been a lot. And then I watched Say Yes to the Dress that evening. On the bottom of Tuesday, I have a Prairie Planner quote that says, "Busy being a cat mama," because that was my life this week. Wednesday, I was groggy again, and then I had my Zoom office hour for my students, so that icon is from Alicia Craft, and then I was grading some essay revisions that my students had done. I was struggling at this point to get through grading and to keep on track with that, so I did fewer papers a day than I originally planned on, but it all got done eventually and on time and on budget. Then I voiced over a Plan With Me. At this point, it looks like I was at the end of March, so that would have been my Easter Plan With Me. So I have a podcast icon from Planet Hannah. And then I was just tidying up the house, probably unpacking too. Sometimes I unpack fully for these Colorado trips, and sometimes I don't because most of what I pack is cat stuff. So it's like, we'll just leave it in the backpack. I'm not going to use it until we go again. But anyway, I was just tidying up, and then I slept in the office again with Clover that night. So those stickers are, as you can probably tell, both from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Thursday, the first thing I did was play with Clover because, again, she had zoomies. So we are going to pull in a Molly Loves Chasing Her Mouse sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then my husband worked from home this day, so I'm going to pull in a Molly map sticker, also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I was grading more essay revisions, so I'm going to have a little icon from Alicia Craft. I love that cat chasing the ball of yarn that I put over the girl on Thursday. Those are supposed to be foil like header dividers, but I'm just using them as overlays. And honestly, I'm really liking overlays that are this style where they're kiss cut and you can just put them anywhere you want on the page, because first of all, you can fit so many more on a sheet rather than doing the full box overlays. And then also you can just use them however you want, place them however you want. I'm really enjoying that. Also, that cat has spots like my cat, so I like that. Then I was looking for work this day, so I'm going to use a Molly resume sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I was just feeling really gloomy this day. It was also gloomy outside, like very cloudy, and the storm was rolling in, and I just was in my head and not feeling my best this day. So that's a depressed sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I watched more Say Yes to the Dress, so that bride and groom is also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Friday, week 9 of Clover's treatment was complete, so I'm going to mark that with a pill icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I woke up tired this day. That's always fun when you sleep 8 hours and you're still tired. That's me a lot of the time. So I'm going to pull in it's supposed to be like an embarrassed sticker from Beneva Creations, but I feel like the bag over the head girl just represents me, like, even when I'm not embarrassed. So there you go. And then my husband was working from home again this day, so that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. He makes maps. Not exclusively, that's not the only thing he does all day, but that is a big part of his job, so I've been using map stickers. Then I went to go teach my classes on campus and hold my office hours, so I have a teacher, Molly, from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I came home, my husband quit work early this day because he was not feeling well. Luckily, it didn't turn into anything too bad. I forget even what type of sick he was, but he just needed to call it quits early this Friday because he was not feeling well. So I used a sick day Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then it did rain this day. So I was out of rain icons, so I just used like kind of the blustery weather icon from Planet Hannah. Clover was not as eager to eat this day, which started freaking me out because we were weaning her off of her supportive medications. So I was a little stressed about her not wanting to eat as much, even though it makes sense because when cats are on a steroid, or when anyone's on a steroid, honestly, it really makes you hungry, like super hungry, like more hungry than you probably should be. So since we were cutting that in half, I think that might have been part of it, but she got back to being really hungry. Even after we totally quit the steroid, like this week that I'm living right now, so the first week of June, she's starving like all the time, and we're feeding her plenty, so there you go. Then we gave her dose 10 of her immunostimulant, so that's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I started watching the original season of Great British Bake Off on Roku, so I marked that with a pie icon. There is a scene from like the first episode where I'm like, how did that not become a meme? Like the guy's like taking a sip of water from his water bottle and like crying and like giving a thumbs up. And I'm just like, how did that not become a meme? That is so funny. Obviously not funny that he was like sad in that moment, but like, I'm just like, this is meme material. I'm going to make this a meme. Then I slept in the office with Clover again that evening. So again, that cat icon is from Planet Hannah. Saturday, you can't see it right now, but the quote says, "Sorry, I have plans with my cat," which is like my favorite silly quote lately. Those first two stickers are going to be from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Clover kind of vomited a tiny bit. It was mostly like foam. I think like when we gave her her pill, it just kind of like tickled the back of her throat in a weird way. So I was a little worried, but it was all fine. And then I played with her. And then I'm not going to get into the details of this, but that sticker is from Beneva Creations, and I'm just going to write ugh because I was over it this day. And I stayed home this day and just filmed a bunch of videos. So that camera icon is from Plan With Me stickers. Then I really got into watching After Midnight on YouTube. It is a show on CBS. It's like a fake comedy game show where the points really don't matter. Kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? But I've really been enjoying it lately. They upload like all the clips on YouTube, so I can just watch it that way through a playlist format. They basically like make a playlist for every single episode, which is kind of neat. So I just used a laughing munchkin from What's More With Love. And then at the very end of the day, I played with Clover again with her new fox toy. So I used a fox icon from Fox and Cactus, who I have not ordered from in years, I'm realizing. I should probably get her back into my rotation of stickers. Sunday, I just had a really chill morning, so I'm gonna mark that with a like blanket fort sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I did put things up on the walls in our bedroom this day finally. So I put up the sconces and the bouquets we had from our wedding arch. I'm gonna rearrange these boxes eventually because I only had 5 things to mark on Sunday. What else did I do? I put up my jewelry rack. Still not wearing my jewelry very often, but at least I can see it now. And then I have a hat and like a tote bag that I put up on the wall as well because I think they look cute. So I had this really cute measuring tape icon from the Prairie Planner that came on a freebie, which was perfect because especially with the wedding bouquets with the sconces that go above our bed, which they're very lightweight, which is why I'm comfortable putting those above our bed. I live in California. We live in Sacramento now where like we never feel earthquakes, but I'm not going to chance it. Because it's just not worth it. So when you live in an earthquake prone state, like you don't put heavy stuff above your bed. You just don't, because it could fall in. At best, terribly injure you. At worst, well, you can imagine. So anyway, but I did have to put the sconces like on a line. So I was using a measuring tape for that. So that is why I used the measuring tape icon from the Prairie Planner. I was editing videos this day, and then I found out the original season of Last Week Tonight would be posted to YouTube. So I started watching that. I didn't continue watching it, but I started, and then I slept in the office with Clover this night. My husband and I, if you can't tell, we trade off nights because when Clover started having neurological problems, we got really scared about her being like alone at night. And we couldn't have her in the same room with us because we've tried it with our other cat in previous months and like they end up fighting at night. But like I mentioned, the time that I'm living now, they've finally gotten over it. It's taken almost a year to introduce these 2 cats to each other fully. And they still piss each other off occasionally. But we have made so much progress. So here is what is left of the kit. I really love how this week turned out. Of course, there's no full boxes on Monday or Friday, which is kind of impressive because Monday and Friday were the same blue color and I still had enough stickers in the kit to fully color block. So that's kind of cool. You get a lot in a Cinderella paper kit. So that's what's left over, and here's the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a good week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!